Is up? Brent Abel here, webtennis.com. Another episode of 7 Around 7 coming to you live at almost 8 a.m. Mountain, 7 a.m. Pacific, 7 Around 7. Get it? I'm here at the world famous Holiday Inn Express in Richfield, Utah. Beautiful town, man. Small, little bit gorgeous. Wow. Mountains and red rocks, and it is beautiful here. Anyway, we're pulled in late last night, and we're getting the road here as soon as I'm done with this morning's episode of 7 Around 7. Heading to Steamboat. We'll get there this afternoon, probably around 3 or 4 this afternoon. Looking forward to that. What I've got for you today is, I think this picture, in fact, let me kind of bring it up a little bit closer for you. It's when you're playing a doubles, especially. There's something that we need to do technically that I want to talk to you about. But before we get into that, a couple things. Number one, today's topic actually is off of one of Dave Sievertson's his recommended goals for BA, for Brent Abel, right? The 12 nuggets. And look, if you guys want a copy of this, I'm going to digitize it this next few days. I'm also going to, Dave, I worked with Dave for about 4 sessions before I went to Atlanta about a month ago. And he really helped me a lot. And the best part about it is probably a set of reminders that he gave me. Look, anytime you're out in the court and something, you've got some epiphany or some aha moment or something really clicks, you got to go to your phone or you got to write something down. You've got to, at that moment, you got to make either a voice message note or you got to write it down. And Dave was good enough for me to write down these 12 nuggets for our last session. Guys, what I'm going to do again, I'm going to digitize it, and then I'm going to go ahead and give you my impression of each one of the 12 that Dave has written up here for me. The other thing that I've mentioned in the last few days, we have got a brand new sponsor for 7 Around 7, my good friend Dave Doherty, a top player in the 65s. A few years ago created a new men's tennis clothing line, high performance. He was just kind of frustrated with the type of material that was available at the time. And so he dug in and did a lot of research and probably a lot of trial and error and came up with, kind of a unique material for some tennis clothing. So he's got shirts and shorts and really high quality stuff, but he's found a way to get the price down to about $50. And what he's going to do for us is give us all a 15% discount on our first order. So look, check it out. It's right down below. It's called 98.6. The link is in the description area. And again, you get 15% off your first order. So look, guys, let's get into it today. I want to talk about, of course, now I've lost the number. Well, he's got a couple of references to a longer hitting zone, Dave does, in his notes to me. And I think one thing, like if you look at the picture here where let's say that you're Len Wofford, and one of the things Lenny does really well is he drives both forehand and backhand, meaning that even though there's 2 players up at net, right, he's not thinking about bringing the racket in and trying to get off of the ball early so he can get prepped for potentially what might be, their response to his shot. And typically when you get ready too early, when you come off the ball too early, you don't hit the quality shot that you want to hit. You don't really drive it. And so one thing I want you to try to do is when you're out on the court next is think about that old school thing, which is where, when you think about your target, let's say that I'm assuming Len's going right up the middle. He's trying to go right between the 2 of us up there at net, is that you've got your line kind of figured out, right? You got your ball trajectory line that you want it to, the path you want it to travel on. And the old school thing would say, all right, well, at contact, why don't you hit towards that line 3 or 4 balls in a row, right? You've lined up 4 balls, let's say, right in a row towards that target. And just make sure that you swing forward to create a longer hitting zone. Right. I think too often what happens with all the talk about topspin, all we ever do now is we just kind of pull up on the ball thinking that, that's the thing that we need. And especially when you've got two guys up at net or one guy who's about to poach, is we abbreviate the finish. We abbreviate the hitting zone by trying to get ready too early. And so, look, one thing that'll help you kind of create that longer forward hitting zone is not to do any peeking, right? Peeking. We see Fed do this beautifully. Keeps his head still, keeps his eyes down through contact. And not until the swing is finished all the way out towards its target does he start to look up, right? And to me, that's a real confidence play. When you can do that and not peek, your confidence goes up and up through the roof. So next time you're on the court, hopefully today, make a little note, take it out there, and just write in there, create a longer forward hitting zone out towards your target. And I think what you'll find is that you'll hit a much higher quality ball. You'll be more consistent. Not saying you're going to be, result-wise hit winners all day long, but you're going to build a lot of confidence that you don't have to get off the ball too early to get ready for what might happen next. And so there you have it, guys. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. We're at about 6:20 right now. Would love to know what's on your mind from today's topic. Right down below in the comments area, let me know. I love to read and respond to whatever you're posting. Or you can direct message me at Facebook or shoot me an email, brent@webtennis.com. A reminder on the 98.6 men's tennis clothing, high quality stuff from my good friend Dave Doherty. Top player in the men's 65s. Down below is the link that will take you to 98.6, where Dave is offering generously a 15% discount off of your first order with 98.6. My recommendation is pick up a pair of shorts, get a shirt or two, and really take advantage of that 15% discount. Guys, that's it for me. I'm out of here on the road. It's time for all of us to get out there. Whether you're in Utah, about to hit Colorado, or where you're on the West Coast in California, wherever, get out there today. Help someone else have a spectacular day. Guys, I will see you again next time.